Welcome back to Champaign, Illinois, as the number 24th ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers are coming to face the Illini here. Take a look at the Big Ten standings. Iowa sitting pretty up the top of the division, undefeated. Nebraska at 2-1 in conference, 4-2 overall, is still in play for the Big Ten West. Visiting prospects for today's game: Corey Black, Quincy Bolden, and Darren Robinson, among others that highlight the recruits coming to visit today. So it's an important day for the Illini, a big day in Champaign. Nebraska's won the toss and elected to receive. So Caleb Griffin will send us off, and we are underway, a pivotal Big Ten West matchup here in Champaign. As we talked about on last week's episode, Wan'Dale Robinson, Nebraska's star wide receiver, leads this team in catches and yards and touchdown receptions. Adrian Martinez, the senior quarterback for the Huskers, likes to run the ball a lot. They will throw it to Wan'Dale, and right on cue, they hand it off to Omar Manning, but Tariq Barnes is there to stuff him. And just like that, Illinois come out of the gates hot on defense, forcing a 2nd and 13. Martinez loves to run the ball a lot. He can throw, though, and right on cue, he's throwing to Wan'Dale Robinson. And Robinson picks up an 18-yard reception, finding a soft spot on the defense there. Nebraska, not the most high-powered offense in the Big Ten, but they can certainly pose a threat to defenses as Martinez puts down a stiff arm, and he picks up 8 yards there on the keeper. 2nd and 2 now. Martinez is going to keep it again, and he puts a stiff arm down, puts one down on Witherspoon, and he is just bullying the Illini defense right now as he picks up a first down there. Martinez on first down is going to look to his right. He's going to fire, and he hits Nance going down the sideline, but Derek Smith forces the fumble, and it's recovered by Beeson. Nebraska moves the ball downfield, but then they cough it right up. As Nance got the ball there, going down the sideline on kind of an awkward play, and then Derek Smith, the strong safety, came in at an angle that you're not used to seeing on those types of plays and just forces the fumble. Marquez Beeson is there to pick it up, and just like that, Illinois forces a turnover. And Isaiah Williams in this offense will take the field now, working against the number 1 defenses of the conference, as he was looking there for Luke Ford, and Henrik was there to break up the pass. Nebraska, as we mentioned earlier and in last week's episode, has the number 1 total defense in the Big Ten. They have the number 1 pass defense in the Big Ten and the number 4 pass defense in the country. So it's a secondary that can cause some problems for quarterbacks. We'll look to see how Illinois handles it in today's game. Isaiah Williams, working off of a first down, is going to be backing up and just going to dump it off to Epstein, and Epstein gets the first down. Favorable spot there, and Illinois will move the chains. Epstein again is going to get the ball, and he's rumbling up the middle. He gets 6 yards. Running the ball is most likely going to be important for Illinois today if they're going to be successful, as Williams rolls to his right, trying to look for people, and he's going to fire all the way downfield looking for Navarro, and it's incomplete. Miles Farmer was there in coverage, and Navarro looked like a statue there as that ball was coming in. But it's going to be 3rd and 4 as Williams is going to keep it, and he's just going to dive around the logo, so he picks up the first down. As I was saying, running the ball will have to be important for Illinois. His Armstrong just gets clobbered there on a screen. And that's not how that play was designed to go. I don't think Armstrong is a big fan of that one. But Illinois is passing the ball as Williams is going to find nobody. He tries to scramble out of it, and he runs into his own guy. He gets sacked by DeAndre Thomas. So now it's going to be 3rd and 17. Can Illinois convert? Williams trying to draw the defense off sides. Going to snap the ball. Facing pressure, and he finds Kamari Thompson over the middle. And that's a first down. Kamari Thompson always seems to be there in clutch situations on those third down conversions as Epstein gets the ball and he's brought down. Kamari Thompson and Brian Hightower lately, those two, not the highest receivers on the depth chart, but they've seemed to come in clutch with huge receptions in big moments as Williams is going to roll to his left and he picks up the first down. Nice awareness there by Isaiah Williams. Illinois will have to do what it does best, and that's run the football, utilize Isaiah Williams on the ground if they're going to compete against this defense. As Williams is going to look to his right and looking for Kamari Thompson again, but Nico Cooper there deflects the pass. So already you can see how strong this Huskers secondary is as they are in no-fly zone. And Epstein makes a beautiful cut there. He picks up a few yards. So now it's 3rd down and 3. Williams is going to fake the handoff. He keeps it and he fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by Tanner. And Tanner's going the other way. He's got a convoy behind him. Epstein's there and chasing, and I don't think he's going to get him. And that's going to be a scoop and score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Unfortunately, we can't say we haven't seen this before. This has been a problem that's plagued Illinois all season. And another turnover offensively that results in a defensive touchdown against the Illini. Scott Frost, the head coach for Nebraska, a big year for him, as his teams have rather underperformed his first few years, and he's really looking to see if he can prove himself this year. Chase Brown this time is going to get the carry, the offense back on the field, trying to make up for that previous mistake. Epstein's making a beautiful cut as he goes to the right and picks up 18 yards there. Thus far, Epstein has broken off a few nice looking runs. Isaiah Williams has been able to find open holes as well. So that hasn't been the problem. Nebraska shows blitz as he's just going to dump off to Epstein again. Good awareness by Isaiah Williams. And they're right back in midfield. Epstein picking up a nice hole, looking to go to his right. Picks up 5 yards. The offensive line doing a beautiful job of making nice holes for Epstein, especially on the right side today. And the Illini are going to be throwing on 1st down and 10. Williams is just going to back up and fire off to Epstein in the flats, and Epstein is getting all the touches on the air and through the ground on this drive. So now 2nd and 5. You like to see that Illinois bounces right back after that scoop and score. And they're driving yet again. And that's going to be Daniel Barker, who's wide open, and he gets the reception and picks up a 1st down of 14 yards. Daniel Barker, the backup tight end. We were wondering before the season started if he would potentially beat out Luke Ford for the job. He did not, but he makes his first reception on the year. Barker is a senior. And maybe a disappointing outcome for him as far as being on the depth chart, but he gets his first reception on the year. And that was a nice play design as he got the 1st down. So now we're going to be working with 2nd down as Epstein's going to get the handoff, and this time Nebraska's all over it. It's going nowhere. And here we go, another big 3rd down and 9 situation here for the Illini. Can they convert? Williams letting the play clock run down. He's going to be looking to his left. He fires, and that's Cumby who's open, and he hauls it in and goes out of bounds around the 2-yard line. A beautiful throw, a beautiful catch from Cumby as he had an outpost route there. And the Illini convert on 3rd down again. So now quarter is coming to a close and Illinois can't get the snap off. But it's a promising drive. And after a disastrous scoop and score that resulted in a touchdown defensively for Nebraska, the Illini offense is back on the field running the ball and moving down Nebraska's throat. Illinois spreading Nebraska out defensively. They got 5 wide. It's 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line. Play clock running down. Williams is going to be looking. He's rolling to his right. Doesn't see anybody, but he's going to keep it, and he scores. Great job by Isaiah Williams. The receivers in the end zone kept the defenders away from Isaiah, and he just kept it. The Illini score a touchdown. And if it weren't for that turnover earlier, Illinois could be looking at a double-digit score and a lead right now. But you got to be impressed so far with the offense. This is the #1 defense in the Big Ten, and they've looked pretty solid thus far. It's early, but Nebraska will get the ball back now as Tompkins is going to get the handoff. Ronald Tompkins picks up 2 yards. And Martinez and the Huskers will look to answer. Morrison this time gets the ball, and he's got a nice hole. He breaks off a tackle, and he's going down the sideline. And thankfully, he was brought down there from behind by Seth Coleman. So now just like that, Nebraska is in Illinois territory. Martinez fires over the middle and hits Wandale Robinson. Doesn't quite get the first down. But you can see what this offense can do. Martinez is going to look to scramble, and he's brought down. He's sacked for a 3-yard loss and 2nd and inches. Who else but Tariq Barnes is there? Tariq Barnes always seems to be in the right place at the right time. 3rd down and 4. It's going to be a screen set up for Morrison, and Barnes again is right there. And he stops Morrison and brings up a 4th down. Tariq Barnes has been such a weapon for the defense thus far. And Nebraska's going to go for it. 4th and 4 from the 39-yard line. Martinez running out of time, and he's sacked. Keith Randolph brings down Martinez, and the Illini get the ball right back. Look at Randolph working on the right tackle, and he strips Martinez almost there from behind, brings him down. And the Illini defense coming clutch in the big moments yet again. 1st down and 10. Offense back on the field. War Memorial is loud. Williams rolling to his right, and he's going to pick up the easy 1st down. A lot of green in front of him. And right now this stadium is fired up. Illinois got all the momentum. They're going to be looking to take the lead on Nebraska here as they're into Cornhusker territory already. As Epstein fighting for more yards. He picks up 5. Illinois continuing to run the ball. Epstein following blocks down the middle, and he picks up a 1st down there. Luke Ford there leading the convoy. Epstein following in his footsteps. 1st down and 10. Trips left for the Illini, and they're going to be throwing on the first play here as Williams is dropping back. He runs out of time, and he's sacked. Deontay Thomas yet again with his 2nd sack of the day. He's been a problem, and Williams held on to the ball there for a little too long as he keeps the ball this time and can't quite break free. If he was able to get by the tackler there, he could have gone for at least a 1st down. But it's going to be 3rd down and 12 now, and Williams is going to keep it to his left, trying to make men miss, and he can't quite get to the 1st down. But Isaiah Williams, scrambling all over the field, is being shifty. And without hesitation, David Deal sends the offense back out on the field. A 4th and 2 situation from the 20. Illinois lining up in the I formation. They're going to let the clock run all the way down, trying to draw the defense off sides. And there's some movement there, but I think it was on Illinois. And it is. That was on Kreutz, the center. And that'll make the decision a little bit easier as they're going to set up Caleb Griffin with a field goal, and he knocks it through. Caleb Griffin gives the Illini their first lead of the day. How about this? Iowa, they're coming to Champaign next week, number 6, undefeated in the Big Ten. They're in a dogfight with Northwestern in the fourth quarter right now, and that's interesting. Of course, as we looked at the standings earlier, Wisconsin, Nebraska, and Iowa all in play for this division. Iowa with Big Ten Conference Championship and maybe college football playoff hopes in their sights this season. After the 7-yard run, Martinez is going to bring Manning in motion, but he's going to hand off to Morrison, and Sevion Morrison picks up the first down. You've seen today Nebraska likes to set a lot of guys in motion in the backfield. Like this, they're going to bring Manning inside, and it's going to be a QB draw as Martinez tries to plow over Keith Randolph, but it doesn't work. So he's brought down for only a 2-yard gain as Martinez is going to pitch it to Tompkins, and he breaks a tackle, and he's getting up for the first down. His play style can keep the defense off sides, as this time Jortavius Martin comes in on a blitz and takes out Martinez. They had enough of that. Great call by Ryan Walters, the defensive coordinator, to send in Martin there on the safety blitz. And yet again, Martinez is going to keep it on the option. He's trying to fight for more yards, but he's going to pick up 7. For the most part, it has been effective against this defense. Nebraska has certainly kept the Illini on their toes. This time it's going to be a pass as Martinez drops back, and he finds Alante Brown there, who found the soft spot in the zone defense and picks up the first down. Inside 2 minutes now, throwing on first down and 10. Martinez gets laid out. That's Keith Randolph again with his second sack. Keith Randolph has been a force today, and it's 2nd and 15. Martinez trying to scramble out of the pocket again, and he's sacked. Illinois will call a timeout. And this defensive line is wrecking havoc up front as they're just going to hand off the draw to Morrison, and he's brought down. Jamal Woods is there to bring him down. Illinois calls a timeout. And they're going to force a long field goal here from Nebraska. Illinois has DeLayvin Campbell all the way back deep to return in case it's short. This is a long one, and it's going to be wide right. That was well off, and this defense forces a huge stop. How about this? A lot of Big Ten West action going on today, and Minnesota is up by 3 points in the second half on number 10, Wisconsin. Tanner Morgan having a good day for the Gophers. And I mentioned last week, Minnesota maybe a little bit better than their 0-4 conference record shows, and they're giving Wisconsin some problems. Epstein is trying to get the reception, and it's picked off by Henrik, and it's returned for a pick 6. Isaiah Williams looking for Epstein, and Henrik came in, looked like he was trying to swat the ball. Epstein had it, and then it popped out of his hands and went right into Henrik's. My goodness, that just happened so fast. And Nebraska has the lead. This is unbelievable. Cumbie trying to get the Illini in good field position, and he's making men miss, running shiftly down the sideline. And Illinois with 50 more total yards, 5 first downs more than Nebraska though today, but these turnovers just happen so fast, and a pick 6 for this defense has Nebraska head 14-10 when Illinois just got a huge momentous stop and was looking to add to this lead. My goodness, Isaiah Williams on 2nd and 10 is going to try to run out of it, and he's brought down, and Illinois is going to call a timeout. So now 31 seconds left in the half. Illinois is out of timeouts. You got to figure they'd be at least content with a field goal here, as Williams is in trouble and he's brought down. Caleb Tanner there. He got the scoop and score earlier. He gets the sack there on Williams. And Nebraska calls a timeout. Scott Frost thinking this offense can potentially get a score going with 26 seconds and counting to go. Hugh Robinson, the punting away. And that's going to be Houston for Nebraska. That's going to be making a couple guys miss, and he's up to around the 40-yard line. Demarion Houston trying to set up Nebraska here with good field position. Only 17 seconds to work with and just one timeout. Martinez looking to throw. It looks like a screen that's trying to be set up, and he bails out of it, and he gets sacked. Jamal Woods was all over that. Jamal Woods picks up his first sack of the day. He's had 2 big stops, and the clock is running. Nebraska is just not calling a timeout. They're going to get the snap off. Martinez is just going to try to run this time, and he's brought down from behind by Calvin Avery, and that'll do it for the half. A crazy half, to say the least. A lot to process here. We got a chance to talk to David Deal here on what happened. And on these mistakes, he said those are inexcusable. It's simple. We don't turn the ball over. We have a great chance to beat anybody. That cannot continue to happen. Couldn't have said it any better. The turnovers there, the bottom stat here on the screen. The big difference in today's game, Nebraska has not gotten a single offensive point today. Both touchdowns coming on the defensive side of the ball off of Illini turnovers. Illinois controlling the time of possession. They have more total yards than Nebraska through the air and on the ground. Just a completely frustrating half, to say the least, if you're Illinois. They should not be down in this game. All that being said, we'll see how this team bounces back. And we'll see how strong their mental toughness is after a frustrating half as they get the ball to start the second half. 2 plays and 2 Epstein runs that pick up the first down. This offense has been successful today. Epstein has been successful getting the ball. They're continuing to hand it off to him. He gets another 5 yards. Williams is going to be throwing this time with time, rolling to his right. Nobody's home, but he's going to fire downfield looking for Armstrong, and that ball was severely underthrown, and he was lucky that Quentin Newsome didn't haul that one in for an interception. As Williams maybe should have tried to set his feet there and got more air under that ball, as he's going to fire to Armstrong quickly on 3rd down and 5, and that goes for 4. That's not going to get the first down. And Illinois will go for it. 4th down and 1 from midfield. It's going to be a handoff to Epstein. He cuts back to the right, picks up a hole, and an easy first down. You cannot say that Illinois is not aggressive, especially in those situations, and it pays off there. Williams is going to be bailing to his left this time, and he steps out of bounds for a 5-yard loss. A mental mistake there from Williams. I don't think he knew exactly where he was on the field, and I'm sure he wishes he had that one back. Williams is just going to be bailing out yet again, this time to his right, and he's just going to be sitting, and he's going to try to fire over the middle of the field, and he hits Navarro on the comebacker. Isaiah Williams running all over the place in this drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now. Williams is going to fire quickly to Luke Ford, who tries to spin, but he gets the first down. Luke Ford gets his first reception. And this time Chase Brown gets the handoff, bounces off to the right, and picks up a nice 5 yards. Chase Brown with a couple handoffs today. With Epstein getting a breather right now. Williams with some pass protection here as Rosenthal, the fullback, gets hit over the middle. And that's a 13-yard gain and a first down. Beautiful start to the drive for Illinois. Epstein still off the field as Williams is going to be rolling to his left, facing pressure, and somehow gets that ball away and fires it out of the back of the end zone. Boy, that was close. Epstein's back on the field now, and they're going to hand it off to him, and he's trying to find a hole. He can't quite get one. It's just going to be a 2-yard gain, and now 3rd down and 8. Illinois has been pretty solid on 3rd down thus far today. Williams in the pocket. He's going to be rolling to his right, and he gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. So that's more than likely going to force a field goal attempt, and that's what they're going to do. Caleb Griffin, the chip shot, puts it through, and it's a 1-point game now. Iowa pulls it out. They beat Northwestern by just a touchdown on the road. And that's a big win for Iowa. They avoid the upset there, and they will be 7-0 coming into Champaign next week. But for right now, the Illini got their hands full with Nebraska and Martinez as he continues to bully Illini defenders. And he plows through for 6 yards there on the keeper. Martinez is going to try to scramble out of the pocket, and he makes a man whiff. He puts a stiff arm down and just is killing the Illini right now, making them look silly. I don't think some of those guys are going to want to see the highlight reels from this week's game in practice, as there's been some good plays and there's been some ugly misses on Martinez today. He's going to fire over the middle to a wide open Brown, and he gets a 1st down there. Alante Brown with 2 big 1st down receptions in today's game. The Huskers are knocking on the door. A quick fire to Brown again, and he gets the ball over the middle, bounces off 2 tackles, but only gets 2 yards there. That's a tough-earned 2-yard reception from Alante Brown. Robinson coming into motion. He gets the ball. He gets a nice hole on the right side. He picks up a 1st down. Wandale Robinson can get a lot of receptions, get a lot of receiving yards, and he can rush the ball too. Martinez trying to pitch it on the option, but Illinois was all over it that time. They snuffed that one out, and that's a 2-yard loss. A lot of fast-paced action in today's game. 2nd and 12. Martinez looking to throw, facing a blitz, and Vokalek gets the ball, the tight end, and he breaks off a tackle, and Travis Vokalek gets his 1st reception in the action today. And it's 3rd down and 3 now. Martinez facing pressure, and he fires the ball out of bounds, and the Illini force a 4th down. That's Martinez's 1st incompletion of the day, if you can believe that. It comes here late in the 3rd quarter, and the Huskers will send out the field goal unit. This time they put it through, and it's back to a 4-point game. Another studio update here, as Minnesota is up by 3 points in the 4th quarter on Wisconsin. Wisconsin's certainly in trouble. They've played a lot of close games thus far this season. And that would be a big loss if you're Nebraska, if you can hold on to win this game. That would put them and Iowa in play for the division at the top, as Cumbie gets a nice kickoff return there, and he's up to the 41-yard line. But Illinois will have something to say about Nebraska's Big Ten division and title hopes as Epstein gets the ball for 2 yards. Illinois still beating out Nebraska in terms of total yardage and total offense, as Williams is facing a blitz, and he dumps it off to Chase Brown there. Nice play by Isaiah Williams. And you'd like to see more of that when he's facing these blitzes. And 3rd down inches, it's going to be a handoff to Epstein, who gets a nice hole over the middle. And that's 8 yards. Epstein now creeping up there in yardage. He's got 87 on the ground today. He's been highly effective. Williams is bailing out of the pocket yet again. And he fires across the middle, and it's picked off by Henrik. And Nebraska gets the ball right back. There's just no excuse for that one. Henrik with his 2nd interception of the day. Williams rolling to his left. Does a great job making a man miss there, but he just fires back over the middle. I don't know if he was looking for Epstein or Cumbie there. I don't know if he saw Henrik or not, but that's just an inexcusable throw. You can't make that in that situation, throwing across the middle of the field like that. And that's going to put the defense in another bind here. Can they come through in the clutch as they quickly force a third down for Martinez in the offense? He's going to fire to his left, hitting Morrison in the flats, but Tariq Barnes is there to save the day yet again. Great open field tackle by Barnes, and it forces a quick punt. The defense has really stepped it up over these last 2 games. Can't say enough about it. That ball is pulled badly by the punter there for Nebraska, and that punt netted about 20 to 25 yards, and Illinois gets the ball at the 31. So Epstein's going to get the ball to his right, trying to bounce off tacklers, only gets 1 yard, but that's going to bring an end to the third quarter. We're going to the fourth now. And Illinois is down by 4. Second down and 9. This offense coming off of an interception by Isaiah Williams that he wishes he had back. He's facing a blitz, and this time he's brought down. The pocket just collapsing. Damian Daniels that time gets the sack. It's been a field day for both defensive lines, frankly. And the pass protection for both offensive lines has not been up to par today. Williams on a third down and 15, staying in the pocket, hits Hightower. Hightower trying to make men miss, make a little magic happen, but he can't do it. And that's a quick 3 and out. Both offenses quickly go 3 and out after a turnover, and Illinois will send it right back. It's Marion Houston on the return, gets 11 yards. We're going to jump ahead now to 2nd and 10. Wandale Robinson brought inside. Martinez fakes the handoff. It's going to be a pitch to Robinson, and he puts down a nasty stiff arm and picks up the first down. The option offense been tough for Illinois to stop as Martinez dumps off a screen to Morrison. And Jartavius Martin came in, was all over that, but he couldn't quite get in front of Morrison, and he almost was able to pick that one off if he was able to get behind Morrison a bit, but he got behind him and gets 5 yards there, so that won't do it for Illinois, and Nebraska picks up another first down. Martinez firing over the middle. Wandale Robinson with another reception. He picks up 8 yards. Nebraska utilizing its playmakers today. Martinez facing a blitz, fires to the outside, and Alante Brown is there for a first down reception right on the sidelines. Nebraska looking to extend this lead. Martinez is going to try to pitch it, and he's brought down. Devin Witherspoon was all over it. He wrapped up Martinez and stop that play from going anywhere. So it's going to be 2nd and 13 now. Another fake handoff, and it's going to be a pitch, and Brown gets the handoff. He's picking up a nice block, and Beeson is there to force him out of bounds around the 4-yard line. Beeson saving what would have been a touchdown. And another big run broken off by the Huskers. It's going to be 1st down and goal now, as Martinez keeps it, and he's going into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That one's a big blow, as that's Nebraska's first offensive touchdown of the game. If you have been following along and you just tuned in late, that one's going to hurt Illinois, as Minnesota has pulled off the upset. They beat the 10th ranked Wisconsin Badgers 37-31. How about that? Nebraska now on defense has been a force. 5 sacks, 2 interceptions, a fumble forced, 4 pass breakups. You know, you can say a lot about Illinois too, but Nebraska has really loaded the stat sheet with great plays in today's game against this Illini offense. And Isaiah Williams, who hasn't had the greatest of days, is going to try to lead this comeback, as he's down 2 scores for the first time today. Nico Cooper and company for the Huskers, forcing that incompletion there, and it's going to be 3rd down and 3. If you're Illinois, you might be thinking about 4-down territory. Williams letting the play clock run all the way down. He's going to fire quickly to his right, and he hits Armstrong on a curl route, and he picks up an easy 1st down there. Fall Armstrong with 3 receptions, but hasn't really broken off a big one today. I'd say the same about most of these Illini receivers. Williams is going to fire to his right, and he hits Hightower there. Nice play, nice throw by Isaiah Williams, and that picks up a 1st down. And the passing game has really been stifled by this Cornhuskers secondary that's ranked number 4 in the country, as Williams is going to be trying to scrambling out of the pocket again. And Nash Hutmacher this time picks up the sack. About 4 different Huskers have sacks today. And that was a big one, as that was a 12-yard loss. Williams with nowhere to go in the pocket sometimes today. And it's just been that kind of day for him in this offense, as he's going to roll to his right. This time he's got a lot of green in front of him, and he's going to take it, and he's going to get out of bounds. Picks up a huge chunk of that back, so now it's going to be 3rd down and manageable with just 6 yards to go. Again, you must figure that this is 4-down territory for the Illini. Williams is going to roll to his left this time, makes a man miss, and he cuts back over the middle of the field and picks up a 1st down. How about that? Isaiah Williams running for his life today. You figure he might be out of breath at this point, but that was a beautiful cutback, and you can see the sheer athleticism that he has. That was a beautiful run there, beautiful cutback that caught the Huskers off guard, as he's going to fire downfield looking for Thompson, and it's intercepted by Farmer. And Isaiah Williams has thrown his 3rd interception of the day. That ball was underthrown pretty badly. And we'll show you the replay here. Williams backing up, throwing off his back foot with his momentum not going forward. And it looked like the safety there, Farmer, was not in sight when Williams threw the ball, and that ball was severely underthrown, and that's an easy interception for him. And it's just been that kind of day for Isaiah Williams. Morrison gets the handoff, breaking off tackles. He's going up the left side of the field, and he's finally brought down there by Eddie Smith. And so now if you're Illinois, if you have any chance of coming back in this game, you got to start calling timeouts and get a stop here. As Morrison gets the ball to the right side, and he's fighting for more yards, and he picks up another 1st down for the Huskers. And this defense just looks out of breath and out of gas right now. Illinois can still stop the clock here, as Barnes puts down a nasty hit, and Deal calls a timeout. But a 1st down will more than likely end the game for Nebraska here, as Morrison gets the handoff and he's brought down. Illinois will call another timeout. And even though they can technically get the ball back here, it'll take a miraculous comeback in this game if they're to pull off the victory. Nebraska just a 1st down away, and Morrison gets it. And that's going to do it for today's game. Martinez and the Cornhuskers in victory formation. And Nebraska comes into Champaign and picks up an 11-point win. This was a tough one if you're Illinois. They certainly were competitive. They looked pretty good, especially in the first half offensively against Nebraska. And those big turnovers just really hurt them today. We'll start off by showing the stats. Isaiah Williams, just not a good day for him. 15 of 27. Didn't get a touchdown pass, through 3 interceptions. He ran for his life all day. He was probably out of gas. You can't really blame him going up against the #1 secondary in the Big Ten. But definitely his worst game of the season. Martinez didn't throw the ball a whole ton. He only got 112 yards through the air, but he was very efficient on the ground. He tried to make a lot happen. Illinois did a good job, I'd say, of stuffing him and keeping him in check. He only got 29 yards, did get that touchdown. Sevion Morrison was a problem. He broke off a few big runs. He averaged 8 yards per carry. Same thing with Tompkins. Wan'Dale Robinson got a few handoffs. Nebraska ran the ball pretty effectively against Illinois, which is something you don't see a lot this season. As far as rushing, Isaiah Williams also picked up a touchdown on the ground where he was a little effective. Did have that big fumble that resulted in a scoop and score. Epstein didn't get a touchdown today. He got 88 yards, didn't quite get to 100, but that was because Illinois was mostly down in the second half. As far as the receivers, Jafar Armstrong and Mike Epstein each with 3 receptions, but only a combined 32 yards through the air. The passing game was just not there today, to say the least, and that's not to be unexpected because Nebraska, with one of the best defenses in the country, the best defense in the Big Ten, and they've done this to a lot of teams, so I wouldn't put too much stock into this performance offensively for Illinois. As far as Nebraska, Alontae Brown had 4 big receptions. I feel like almost all of those were first down conversions. Wan'Dale Robinson, surprisingly, only 3 receptions for 36 yards. It seemed like he was more involved in today's game, but Illinois holding him in check. There's one thing you can say about this defense is that they have held 2 of the best receivers in the Big Ten and in the country, rather, in Rondale Moore and Wan'Dale Robinson in back-to-back weeks. They've held them in check. Defensively for Nebraska, Nick Henrich with 2 interceptions. He had the game of his career, to say the least. One of those he returned for a touchdown. He was able to get Isaiah Williams twice. Farmer with an interception as well. DeAndre Thomas was a force on the defensive line. And as far as Illinois defensively, Tariq Barnes, yet again, leading the team in tackles. He had 3 tackles for losses and a sack. He had a great day. Keith Randolph as well had 2 sacks. 2 really big sacks for Randolph. Keith Randolph looking pretty good so far for Illinois early. He's just a sophomore. And as far as the team stats here, total offense almost dead even. It's something you don't see often. Nebraska out-rushing Illinois. Passing yards, Illinois actually threw for more yards than Nebraska, believe it or not. This is just an interesting game. Some quirky stats here that you aren't used to seeing. On 3rd down, Illinois defensively did a great job. Offensively, 7 of 13. They converted their 1 4th down. Illinois had that 1 big turnover in the red zone, but that's the key stat right there, turnovers, 4-1. 2 of those turnovers resulted in defensive touchdowns for Nebraska. And if you're an Illini fan, look away here. Total yards, 448 to 354. It's the turnovers, man. They will lose ball games. They will swing ball games in directions that they wouldn't otherwise be swung if they could just keep control of the ball. You can see here something you're not used to seeing. And if you're an Illini fan, Illinois getting out-rushed by Nebraska, but out-passing them. And as far as players of the game, Tariq Barnes defensively, Henrich for Nebraska with 2 interceptions, and then Adrian Martinez didn't throw for a lot of yards, but he was very effective in running the offense today. He did a good job. So with that being said, we'll look at recruiting. There's some good news here. Look at this. Even though Reggie Cameron has committed to Mississippi State, that's certainly a tough pill to swallow for Illinois. They were going hard after him, but Justin Cook, the center, has committed. He visited this week. Ryan Williams has committed, another defensive end for Illinois, and Joe George. Joe George, I can see being a fan favorite in the future. The middle linebacker has committed to Illinois. So Justin Cook, Ryan Williams, and Joe George are now Illini, and they had a few other guys visit this week. So a lot of good momentum in recruiting. And the Illini now have 4 commits, and with some momentum on the recruiting trail to follow. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode. A really tough game to watch for Illinois, a rough one against Nebraska. And the defense has played very well the last 2 weeks, but they will certainly have their hands full next week as the number 4, 7-0 Iowa Hawkeyes are coming to town. Iowa undefeated with college football playoff aspirations in their sights. Look at that, number 3 in the country in points per game. They average 40 points per game. They love to pass the ball a lot. You can see they're number 8 in passing offense. So that could be potentially a problem for this Illini defense that has been playing well. Spencer Petras, their quarterback, has had a great year with the offensive numbers they've been putting up. You'd expect that from their quarterback. He's got 22 touchdowns and 9 interceptions on the year. Almost 2,000 yards now through 7 games. So Petras is having a great season. And Reganey for Iowa as well, their leading receiver. He's averaging 115 yards per game. He's got 6 touchdown receptions. But Illinois has been no stranger to facing top receivers this season. And one more look at Iowa's schedule. They put up points on the board against a lot of teams. They beat Ohio State. They beat Iowa State, who was ranked earlier in the year. Next opponent will be Illinois and Champaign. So with that being said, we will move forward past this week as the Illini gear up for the number 4 7-0 Iowa Hawkeyes, the strongest opponent of the year, coming into Champaign. War Memorial will be rocking. I can't wait for it. The Illini are now 5-3 after that loss, but they're 1 win away from bowl eligibility. We'll see you next week.